Welcome to today's episode. My name is Joey Valancourt from Partner Up Profits, where we talk about everything related to influencer marketing, partnership marketing, affiliates, basically anything that's going to make your business more money through other people's audiences. And today I want to talk about AI influencers, AI super influencers. There is so much potential with AI. There's so many things that are happening. It's on trend. It's in conversations. Everybody wants to learn more about it. What is it going to change in the industry, and is it going to be for good or for bad? I don't know yet. I don't really have an opinion on it, although I'm learning more and I'm trying to be open to it as I go. Today I wanted to break down though, what is AI influencers, how it could benefit us, and just my overall opinion of where that's going to go. So number one, let's just talk about what AI influencers are. So everyone knows AI. You can go to ChatGPT or whatever favorite platform you are. So please don't start the big battle of which one's better or worse, although you could in the comments below. I'm always open to learning new platforms, but recently, today's June and we're 2024, and I'm experimenting with ChatGPT quite a bit, right? Like as we all are. And I'm using it every single day to help me build campaigns, build emails, come up with new ideas, use it for thinking time practices. And I'm using it with influencers. I'm using it with clients to develop their briefs or emails, new creative strategies. But now I've recently had a conversation with one of my friends, and he's doing AI influencer stuff. And he showed me a couple things. It's like 100xing the turnaround time on campaigns and results. And I thought, wow, what a great thing to do and what a really timely conversation to have. So I'm going to look to have him on the podcast really soon and kind of dive deeper into that. But for today, basically an AI influencer is exactly how it sounds. It's an influencer based upon AI. But what we're talking about today isn't necessarily a fake influencer. We're talking about an influencer who exists as a real person, but we use AI to manipulate the voice, the language, the communication, the hooks, etc. And there's a lot of benefits to doing this. I'm going to explain a little bit more as we go through each of the benefits. But this is the wave of the future. This could be a new trend. And some businesses might leverage this a lot or little. And it doesn't take away from the fact that influencer marketing, as far as dealing with influencers on a regular basis to do this, is going to disappear. I look at it as a beautiful synergy that can exist amongst each other. So the breakdown, let's go through it. Number one, it's going to save effort, cost by only needing one video. So the idea is that you hire an influencer, they do one video for you. It's a scripted UGC. It's in a location you want them to be. It's with the lighting, it's with the clothing, everything's mapped out. They do that one video for you, and that's going to be now your base video. You can use that video, but now it's going to be going into an AI model that can then reiterate things. So number two, which is the iterations. You can do iterations to it almost in real time. Literally, you have the video, you then put in a bunch of new scripts, new hooks, new benefits, new angles, whatever you want, and the iterations are done after the processing has been completed through the AI system. This is really cool because beforehand, you'd have to send back an influencer, hey, by the way, I didn't really like the way you said this word, or we found this new marketing headline works much better. Could you do this video? And this could require emails, phone calls, time, meetings, and weeks of wasted effort and weeks of waiting around. So definitely a big benefit to do the iterations like that fast. Number three, you can test faster. I mean, literally in the same day, you could test a bunch of new hooks. You could get that same video produced in 10 different ways using 10 different opening subject lines or hook lines, 10 different call to actions at the end of the video, 10 different free plus shipping offer, gift with purchases, things like that. So you could just do this at the speed of light compared to how it would be to get the influencer to redo the video every single time. So you can really test faster. Number four is you can customize the audience and the language. So imagine, again, this goes back to just basic changing the hooks. But if you know this one audience is in their 50s, they're dealing with this one issue, you can really go deeper into that one issue, directing to that one client, that one customer, where doing an entire new UGC video for just one client that you're testing maybe, it might not be worth your time and effort in the past. Now, you can target so many new audiences, and you can really niche down and segment a lot better by using this, and it just saves time. So you don't actually have to spend the time you would have taken in the past to actually go out and make it really unique. But the more harmonized you get, the more specific you can get with your audiences and the language you're using. I mean, you are going to crush it with that. And this new technology allows you to do that, again, at the speed of light, maybe a little bit slower than that, but it is way faster than what you used to do with influencers. And number 5 is you can continue the conversation throughout the journey with the influencer persona. So here's the thing. What I mean by that is if a influencer has a UGC ad and now you're on the 50th iteration of that ad, okay, so it's working, you like that, and now you're like, okay, well, how can I amplify this even more? So you continue to do everything we just talked about with the AI influencer model, but now you can even build and get a second UGC, and I'd recommend a second UGC ad. This is just a theory I have based on some historical data that I've seen, because I've never actually done this with the AI influencer strategy. What I can see happening is like the hand-holding of the customer journey. So imagine like somebody sees the Facebook ad with the influencer and they're convinced from that ad, and it could be the AI version at that point, 50th iteration, right? It's not even like the real influencer talking anymore or like his words, but it's the AI thing, and it convinced the customer finally to get to the page and they want to go buy the product. They get to the page. Imagine now if that same influencer was there as a pop-up video, but now they're in a different location, or maybe the same location, depends on what you want or what works. I have no opinion on which one's better because I haven't tested it yet, so I don't want to give you false data. But essentially what you're doing now is you're meeting the customer at the next leg of their journey. So now you can get that influencer to do a new video, and let's say he is in a different location, and the first iteration is him just saying, hey, thanks for trusting this. I'm so happy you're here. By the way, my favorite product is right here, and you could have him pointing to the product or something cheesy like that. You can play around with this, make it fun. Essentially, now the customer is like, oh, geez, he's back, he's with me again. And even now when they click, maybe they click the product and then they go to add the cart, you can have influencers testimonial and even another video. I don't know if that's too much videos, but the point is you can get creative, you can test this, you can split test this and see what works, but you can harmonize the journey. If that person was sold from the influencer from the start, once they get to the site, if it's like, hey, this customer support's still here, or this guy that I just followed is still here, imagine the effect it could have on conversions for your business. And then, of course, you can do iterations on those influencer videos as well, where it's not just the initial purchase point that you're getting them at, you're getting them throughout the journey, and you're continuing to build the messaging and get them to be smarter with how they're buying products. That's the way I would play around with this. And those are like the top 5 things that come to mind with the AI influencer model. The bottom line, is this going to replace influencer marketing? No, because we still need real influencers. And what I love about real influencers is that they're unique. They have personalities, they have journeys, they have history. They have unique ideas and stories that you might not even have thought of that could definitely add to your bottom line of a marketing campaign. Think about it, they came up with a brand new angle. I like to give people creative freedom when it comes to certain influencer marketing strategies, because oftentimes they'll come up with even better angles than our marketing team have come up with, or they piggyback on something that like really reaches this one audience. So I don't see influencers, going away or anybody, changing their entire approach. I see this as an add-on that's going to help amplify the results you get with your influencers and really amplify the overall conversion process of getting things back from influencers where, yeah, you're still engaging with them, but you don't have to continue to, burden them with like, hey, I've got this one new little word that I want you to say instead of this other word. So it just takes a lot of the effort out and just leaves you to have this relationship with this influencer, and you can continue to work with them on an organic basis. They can continue to promote you. That doesn't get stopped at that point, right? But you're just using their likeness and their profile and the avatar to enhance what you're already doing with them. So I'm excited. AI influencer stuff, AI at large, it's just intriguing and it's going to continue to get better. I'm going to include some links below, so make sure to check that out in the description. As things continue to unfold, I'll include the most relevant new AI influencer stuff that you probably want to check out. I'll make sure the team stays up to date on this as it continues to evolve, as it always does. So make sure to like, subscribe, so that we don't miss anything that's popping up as things continue to emerge. And as always, thank you for listening. I hope that this inspired you or you got something from it, and that you hopefully make some more money out of this. And until next time, we will see you in the next video.